Welcome back. Let's start learning about Python strings. In Python, strings can be declared with a single quote or double quote. If you see here, I've declared a string variable or a value, string value, with a single quote. And you can declare the same thing with double quotes also. Okay? But if you take out this backslash and try to execute, this is working. But if you try to declare this variable, this value with single quotes, it may throw error because it is unable to understand where the string is starting and where the string is ending. In this case, you may have to use escape, the escape character backslash. If you say backslash the single quote, it will understand that it's an escape character, and it will not the interpreter will not consider that, and it will actually try to consider that as a string and print it. Right? So if you are using the same single quote operator, and you have the single quote as some other character in the string, we should not forget to put the backslash in there. That's a small thing. And then you can declare a variable yes, and then assign some value there. It's a string value. You can give any name there, and to print it, you can either put it in a cell and then say like that, or you can do print method of the variable. If you do print method of variable, it is considering this slash t as the tab character. When I say tab character, it gave one tab space between first line and second line. But in this case, when you did not use print method, it actually printed the special character also, because this is a console output of Jupyter Notebook. This is called as the Jupyter Notebook's console output. This is not printed output. So you always better use print method to print the strings. Rather, it will actually try to print the special characters also like this. The slash t is a tab character, slash n is a new line character. If I put slash t here, it is printing a tab. If I put slash n here, it will print in a new line. So these are small things there to remember. And then string can be concatenated with plus symbol like this, right? Un plus ited, united. In Python, there is a peculiar behavior. If you try to say 5 star in other interpreters or languages or the compilers, they will throw error by saying you are trying to multiply an integer with a string. But in Python, it will not throw an error. It will actually try to multiply, or it will try to print this un 5 times, un 5 times, and then it concatenate it. So we should be a bit careful while doing programming, because we will expect if a fat finger typed some wrong number in there in a string, it will not throw error. It will just execute, and the result will not be as you expected. So we have to be a bit careful. Python is an easy language. At the same time, we have to be a bit careful in these kinds of scenarios. And then you can concatenate two strings without even having a plus symbol also. See this here? I've given space here between pi and thon and tried to print. It actually concatenated and printed. So this is another place where you need to be careful. Now, while doing programming, we may do these mistakes. Okay? And then indexing and slicing, the most important thing, because the string indexing and slicing is the same thing followed by lists and other compound data types also. If we understand strings, it will be easier for us to understand other compound data types. So I have taken a word, a variable, and assigned a value Python, and I am trying to print it. Let me use the print method. Right? I printed Python. If I try to take the print of word of 0, it will print p. The string's index starts from 0. This is 0th index, this is first index, this is second index, this is third index, and this is fourth index. If you want to understand this more clearly, let me try to take a screenshot and explain this. So here in Python, the string variables, right, this variable is saved in memory like this, in cells like this: P, Y, T, H, O, N. The index of P is 0, the index of Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. By saying word of, in the rectangular brackets, by specifying the index, we got the P value. If I say 5, I'll get the N value. Let me try to show that. So if I print word of 5, it will actually print N. So indexing can be negative also. If you see this word of -1, it will print P. Let me show you that. So the indexing in Python is like this. So the index starts from here, then -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. We haven't, the Python guys, the interpreter, whoever built it, did not give 0 because -0 and +0 are same. So -1, the negative indexing starts from -1. You can index it from backward or forward. So if you say word of -1, it will give you N. Word of -6, it will give you P. Okay, that's the indexing. And slicing. What is slicing? If you take a watermelon, you actually slice it, right, like that. You are taking slices and you may eat one slice. Like that, a string can be sliced in Python. So if you want, let me take another color. If you want to slice the string from here till here, you can do that. That can be done by using word of 2, 4. Okay, let me show you that. So here the word is the Python. When I try to print it, it is Python. If I try to take a slice of Python from 2 to 4, the 0 index is P, 1 index is Y, 2 index is T, 3 index is H, 4 index is O. But the Python will not consider the last index. It will consider till 3 only. So 2 and 3 it considered, and it outputted T and H. So like that, you can actually slice. If you don't specify any beginning in the slicing, the colon is the slicing operator. And if you don't specify anything in the beginning, it actually starts from 0th index. It is like colon 4 will give you from 0 to 4th index. 4th index, it will not consider. 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, it will give. Either you give 0 or not, it doesn't matter, it will give you the same thing. If you don't give anything before colon, it will start from 0. And if you don't give at the end, it will give till end, right? 0 colon space nothing, so it will give you till end, right? So that is slicing. So the last index is not considered. Let me explain that. So here we have sliced the word from beginning till 4 and 4 till end, right? What is there in the Python string? What is the index? PYTH THON, right? So the indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So if we say if the last index is also considered, what would have happened? For this, it would have given PYTHO, right? It would have given for that. And for the second slice, it would have given from 4 till end, right? 0, O and N, right? When I try to concatenate these two with plus symbol, I would have got O twice. So to avoid that, the last index was not considered. If you execute this statement now, you will get Python only because it did not consider the fourth index or the last index when we sliced. Due to that reason, the last index is not considered. And then you can actually do slicing and step also. So if you look at this word 0:5, that means from beginning till end, and then I am stepping 2. That means when I execute this, P it printed and skipped Y, and it printed T and skipped H, it printed O, it skipped N, there is nothing, so PTO it printed. Even if you don't give the 0 and 5 here, if you just give a colon like that, it means beginning till end, and then you are trying to step through the string, 2 at a time. You can give like that also. Or if you give -1, right, it will reverse the string. Why is this happening is, if you do this, what happens? It starts, the count starts from -1, and then it is trying to, step through, right? So -1 plus -1 is -2, -2 plus -1 is -3. Like that, it will actually take the indexes, negative indexes, and then print the value or reverse the string. Okay, that is slicing. And one more, the indexing actually throws you error when the character is not present at that place, like that. But slicing will not. No, the word has got Python only 6 characters, and that too the index starts from 0. And I have specified here 20:21. There are no characters at 20 and 21 because the last index is 5. Even when I execute this, it gives a blank space or a null character rather than throwing error. So we have to be careful while doing programming. Slicing will not throw error, indexing throws error. So we may expect that the Python will throw error when the index is not present, and we may do some coding, but that's not the case. And then you can actually do the beginning till end, whatever we have done. In slicing 40 till end, you can actually take a slice and concatenate it with other characters like J, it becomes Jython. There is a method called len in Python which gives you the length, right? Length of the word, the variable I passed. In the variable I have got Python, a value. The length of that value is 6, or you can directly pass a string, right? Anaconda, the length is 8. So that's about the strings and the indexing and slicing. These rules hold true in lists also, and we'll understand those compound data types in coming videos. Thank you.